So this is my first video for the Digital Play Lab, an idea that I have thought of to to care a bit more about video games as a hobby. I'm not the only one that's doing this. I'm not even the most renowned. I'm not even renowned anyway. Nobody knows that I'm doing this except my friends and my family. There's a lot of people with a lot of really good, really big collections, consoles and games and accessories and all of that. I have a modest collection, but I think I sort of equal them in passion. um, you know, I mean, I try my best. And so I've tried to make videos in the past. They have not worked out because I either had to write a script or read from a prompter or invest into gear or, a lot of this other stuff. And all of that added friction, and I was never able to make more than 10 videos for a project or a channel. There are some videos online about me talking about, the economy and business and all of that, but they were nice, they were interesting, but I just never was able to follow through because they took a lot of effort to dress up and then um, record, have somebody ask you questions, and then somebody else to edit, to add music and all of that. So this time I want to focus only on one thing, which is momentum. I want to produce as many videos as I can in as comfortable a setting as I can to talk about something that I am the most passionate about as a hobby, which is video games. So this is my first video, and I'm gonna talk about that. So I have like three video ideas at this time. One is, I'll talk about hauls. So I'll pick up some games that I actually want to buy, that I want them in my collection. If I got a good deal, then I'll buy it, I'll bring it here, I'll show it to you, and then I will tell you where the collection stands. The other one would be where I talk about reviews, so not tailored, not structured, and not designed in any way, simply my opinions on games. They might differ from people in some levels, and they might be same for people in some other ways. I have mixed opinions about stuff, so I'll just talk about what I feel about a certain game, about what I liked about it, what I didn't. I'm not a developer, I'm not a game developer, so I'm not gonna introduce opinions that, oh, they could have done this and they could have done that. Yeah, sure, there are some things which can make a game play better or more enjoyable, but yeah, I'll see what I can talk about. And the third would be, what I played last week. And sometimes I play a lot of Dota. Other times I play one game. So, for example, for 2 weeks in December, I played Clair Obscure. That's all I played. And before that, I played a bunch of games. I played GTA 3, Red Dead Redemption, a bit of Subnautica. And so I'll just talk about that, like what I'm doing, what I'm playing, because I have finally found some sort of a work-life balance in which I'm able to play more games than I previously did, which is great because I was afraid that my hobby of playing games would become, a secondary hobby, and the primary would become just the collections. I love collecting games, but it all started from me playing games, and that's the main bit, right? Actually enjoying the game that has been built. So I'm happy about that. That I'm, at least for now, I'm able to play games and enjoy them. And another thing with the way that I enjoy games, or I try to, is that I play on the easiest difficulty. I can't grind games anymore. I can't play on hard, medium. I play on the story difficulty, and I do use guides as well. I really don't have the mental energy after work to, sit on a PC or a PS5 or another console and just grind it out. I just can't. I just don't want to do it anymore. And I found it to be a lot easier on the mind and the body. So there's no stress in games. It's just something that I enjoy doing, and that helps me keep going. and maybe a lot of you do that as well. There was a time when I used to, try to be a completionist, get all the trophies, the platinums, the achievements, and sometimes just do something in a game, even if it weren't a trophy, right? If it was something which was like a collectible, not part of a trophy list, and I would still do it. There were some platinums that I really enjoyed, like Assassin's Creed 2 or the Uncharted games or the God of War games. Yeah, the first three, the first two in the PS3 version, obviously, and the third one in the PS3 original version. You know what I'm talking about. But then there were some platinums that I did them because they were just there. Like maybe I had 10 games and that's all I had to play, and so I was like, I'm gonna try to plat the game, but not anymore. Right now it's just about like clearing as much of my backlog as I can, not play all the games, but just play as much as I want to or that I'm able to. So this is the first video. Let's see how it goes. I will try to make at least one a week, and maybe more. I just want to start. I want to talk. I want to see if there are other people who. Obviously there are other people who enjoy talking about games and watching videos on games, and this one doesn't have any video game gameplay, but it does have me, and I'm glad that I made this. And maybe some of you will like talking to me, interacting with me, and maybe following me on my journey to do my part for the video game playing preservation and collection hobby. And then maybe there are some other ideas where we could use it to make the hobby more inclusive, more sustainable, long term, and where it's not impacted by server outages or inability for people to buy something, like, or not get a console fixed or other stuff. I have some ideas which I'll talk about in some of the future videos. So thank you so much for watching, and let's see how it goes.